Steven, it is the Survivor Series this weekend, the annual get together of WWE superstars to dine and feast on all of your enemies during war games. How you doing?
I'm good. I'm excited. This WWE's been very fun recently. I've been very much enjoying it.
Well, we're here to do some predictions, and I can tell you what's not fun is like I miss the good old days of actual pay-per-view, Steven, when you had to like promote these damn matches and you knew what they were.
Yeah.
Because we just found out the fourth match tonight.
Yes.
Minutes ago.
And the fifth match probably won't be mentioned till Friday.
Till Friday. So we're going to predict 4 matches for you tonight. And the fifth one, we'll have it on our pre-show for our watch-along.
Yeah.
A prediction there.
I have a feeling, though, I know what it's going to be.
What do you think it's going to be?
I think it's going to be the Motor City Machine Guns tag titles. I think a triple threat between them, DIY, and maybe Street Profits would be a good... I mean, that is a very men-heavy show. I just don't see, because the Women's U.S. Championship's not going to be, I think, until Saturday Night Main Event. And all the top women are in this other match. I think it's just, unfortunately, they're not going to, unless they do something, unless they do one of the women's triple threat matches there, but I don't see that happening either. So
I don't either.
Yeah, this makes the most sense. So that would be my guess for a fifth, if they have a fifth.
Okay.
It's a 4-match show.
I'm sure they will. 4 is just really light for a PLE. So, there's more like impactful for storyline matches, like title chase matches on Saturday Night's Main Event than there are here. But let's start with the triple threat for the Intercontinental Championship. Bron Breakker defending versus Ludwig, Kaiser, and Sheamus. Steven, is this the time? Does Sheamus finally get the title that's eluded him his entire career?
I think he should. I would like to see Sheamus with the title. You could protect Bron by having Sheamus pin Ludwig. I think Bron is right where he needs to be. He's doing well with the belt, but I think dropping it and then regaining it is fine. Like, I don't think it hurts him.
Already happened once, though.
Yeah, it did. But that's what I'm saying. I don't think it hurts him. I like this match for it being something thrown on randomly. It's not. It's been kind of decently foretold. I'm going to go with Sheamus. I'm hoping, I guess, more than anything. I guess if I was legit picking, Bron retains, but I'm hoping.
If you're putting down money, yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm in the same boat. It's like heart versus brain, right? My head says Bron Breakker's retaining here.
Yeah.
My heart's like, give this thing to Sheamus. Like, come on, quit teasing us with it, first of all.
Yeah.
Like, every time somebody wins the Intercontinental belt, here comes Sheamus talking about how he's never won it, and then there's a match. Like, let's just do it. Pull the trigger on it eventually. Sheamus has done so much for the company. He has been in storylines that have been both top of the card and, like, very, very mid-card on Raw. Remember, he did a tea party with Santina Marella once, which is one of my favorite, like, dumb segments of all time. but yeah, like, let the guy have this. Let's give it to him. Why not?
Yeah, I would be interested in a storyline where Ludwig wins and Gunther drops, and kind of play that a little bit. I just don't think they're going to have Gunther lose yet. So, but if they do, I would be interested if Ludwig wins, and I think that's the case where he wins.
Okay. Well, speaking of Gunther, Steven, we have a match for the World Heavyweight Championship between Gunther defending against Damian Priest, who, along with Liv Morgan, might be my, like, the people that have grown on me the most as a fan throughout the year.
Yes.
I really like watching Damian Priest now. It's weird because I really like Damian Priest in the ring, and I love Liv Morgan, like, everything else. All of the character stuff in the ring is, like, still fun. It's better. But yeah, the character stuff is what makes that go though. Priest, like, I want Priest to win this match, but he's not going to. I pick Gunther here. What do you got?
Yeah, I feel like Priest is pretty over right now. I do think it's gonna be Gunther as well. Though they've been doing some stuff where they make Gunther seem like he's a little bit like second guessing his abilities, which I feel like is interesting because you built him up as this superpower. I mean, he lost to Sammy once, and then he lost to Cody. So I guess that makes sense. I think there's a story to tell, but I don't know if they're ready to do it.
I feel like what excuse me is happening is a story they've told a few times, just in different ways with different people, but it's like a reversal of the who's getting in whose head.
Yeah.
The first time Gunther got into Priest's head.
Yeah.
And now this time it's the opposite. It reminds me of the 2-match sequence between Triple H and The Undertaker back at 27 and 28, where, you know, Taker came out and then Triple H came out to challenge him, and they didn't say a word to each other. They stared at the sign and then back at each other, you know, like whatever. And Taker just like scoffed at him and walked away. And then he finally accepted it. And the next year, Taker came out and interrupted Triple H and wanted the rematch. And Triple H said no. And then Taker had to, you know, Taker was so mad he cut his hair. That was actually a promo. And then finally they agreed to Hell in a Cell. So I feel like we're getting on a much smaller scale like that here. But I have Gunther winning this thing. I don't think they're ready to take it off him yet.
Not yet.
Okay.
Soon.
I think so too. But not yet. All right. Survivor War Games time. There's a whole lot of names here. So we're going to do the women's War Games match first. We have Rhea Ripley, Bianca Belair, Naomi, Io Sky, and, well, now you're going to find out, Steven, because we're doing predictions.
Oh, that's fine.
It is Bayley.
Okay, yeah, I saw that coming.
V. Liv Morgan, Raquel Rodriguez, Nia Jax, Tiffany Stratton, and Candice LeRae. I've got the quote-unquote good guys win this one, Steven.
Duh.
What's your take?
Yeah, I mean, the good guys are winning. I think that's boring.
Who gets the pin? Here. And who gets pinned?
So I'm gonna go through some eliminations. I don't think Bayley, or because she's the fill-in, or what's her face, Naomi get the pin. Bianca, I bet it was gonna be Jade. I guess I'm thinking it's gonna be Rhea on Liv. Probably is the way to do it here. Yeah. I can't see anyone else getting pinned. Maybe there is a world where Nia gets pinned and Tiffy Times cashes in.
That would be insane.
She would have to, like, really smart.
Where would she hide the thing? Because you're in the cage. So I don't know. I mean, it's a good question. It's an interesting thing to think about. It's gonna be hidden
under the ring.
Yeah. No, I don't think there's any room. It's not like Hell in a Cell where you can walk around outside. I don't think.
Yeah, because you're right. The cage goes directly to
the apron, I think.
Oh, they'll find a way.
Oh yeah, of course. I see Rhea getting the pin here. Also over Liv Morgan, but I see a scenario where Nia Jax is about to win and Tiffy costs her accidentally. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
To kind of keep that going a little bit. And I see Io Sky absolutely shining in this match. I think they're going to showcase her here.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to this match. There's a lot of really good talent here.
And I think they're setting up the next belt rivalries, and I think it's probably Io against Nia, and it's definitely Rhea against Liv.
Yeah, and we all know we're building towards a moment where Jade and Bianca feud.
Yeah, but the rumor is Jade's out for a while.
Yeah, for a few months. Dare
So
I
she's going
say,
to
like,
drop her belt then, and
yeah.
or have a new partner.
Oh, come on. They let Brock Lesnar go and have 2 championship matches a year. Like, Christ.
Yeah, the women's tag team isn't exactly super strong.
Right. And if they didn't have a women's tag team title defense until February, would you even notice? And I don't mean that as disrespect to the women's wrestlers. I just mean like where it's held in the like in front of mind for rivalries.
No, because of who, like the women's, the only other people that are, no,
Like who are the big
unfortunately,
challengers? I
that's it.
feel
Like
like
Io and Kyrie were one, but
yeah.
Io's now being pushed singles, and
So is Chelsea Green.
yeah, and Chelsea and Piper, and then also the 2 new ones that got put up from NXT, but I think are back down at NXT. Like, I don't know.
I feel like women's tag team right now is in that stage where men's gets into from time to time where there isn't enough tag team depth, so they use it as a place to have the can they coexist storylines
Yeah,
with people who are feuding. So
yeah, it's fine.
yeah, I mean, you don't need to strip the belt here. Dare I say, I think Jade has gotten better, but dare I say the match quality probably went up a little bit
Probably.
with her removal from the match. So
I'm really curious how the Bailey Io storyline, are they just gonna not acknowledge that at all?
I don't know.
Because that's the stuff I have problems with in wrestling is like they split and then Bailey like lost, or I don't remember if she lost Io or what exactly happened, but now they're all back together and they're buddies. Like, I just, come on, I'm not an idiot. I have memories, but whatever. I'm excited for this match though. Like, I think it'll be a fun one. The women's storylines recently have been an enjoyable time. Maybe more so than some of the men's, to be honest.
I would 100% agree. Men's is dominated by the freaking bloodline everywhere.
Oh, I just mean some of the extra side stuff too, like even the mid card.
But no, like, and it's a testament to the depth of the roster on the women's side as well.
Yeah,
like they're really strong. And
yeah, all credit to Nia, because I was a Nia disliker for a long time, but she has completely turned me around, and I'm a pretty big Nia fan right now.
Nia is a contender for Superstar of the Year, and I know that sounds crazy.
Yeah,
but she is. She's had a tremendous 2024.
Yep.
From where we thought, what we would have said about Nia Jax 2 years ago, Steven, to today is night and day.
Yep.
So, okay, the men's, where all sorts of shenanigans will ensue.
I'm so excited for this. This is going to be chaos incarnate, and I'm going to love it.
We have Bloodline v. Bloodline, the OG Bloodline versus the new Bloodline. We have Roman Reigns, Jimmy Uso, Jey Uso, Sami Zayn.
No, Sami Uso and CM Uso.
And one Charles Montgomery Uso by way of Paul Heyman.
Uso.
Yeah. Taking on the Tribal Chief, Solo Sikoa, Tama Tonga, Tonga Loa, Jacob Fatu, Bronson Reed.
I can't wait. It has to be Roman, doesn't it? Like, that team has to win. You don't think so?
I don't.
How many times are they going to lose? Like, is it going to be shenanigans?
It totally is, and it's going to be awesome once, because here's what's going to happen. Go back and rewatch the segment from Friday. Paul Heyman comes out dressed like Solo. Red t-shirt with the black blazer over it.
Oh, you think he's...
I think he's turning. I think he's pulling the Brock Lesnar... I almost said Brock Lesnar back in like 2002 or 1, where he 2002, where he turned on Lesnar against the Big Show at whatever pay-per-view that was. I think we're gonna get that here, and I wonder if a CM Punk heel turn isn't imminent. I
That's
don't know.
interesting. I feel like actually, I think it's the time because Punk's gonna be feuding with Cena at some point, and I think depending on where you do it, I think Punk works as the heel and Cena as the face. I think Punk also against Rollins. I mean, Rollins has been. I feel like Rollins has kind of slipped back into some heely stuff, but then they completely made him a face again. So I don't know. That is a good point, Tyler. It would be fun. I don't know how then you turn because Seth Rollins against Punk is happening at some point in the near future.
Yeah, and
Probably Mania.
I think Seth interferes in this match somehow.
Seth is definitely yes. He's going to go after Bronson Reed, but I think Punk might do something. And there might be something where all three of them end up, and it's a thing.
Mm-hmm.
If it's clean, it has to be the OG Bloodline. But I'm with you that I don't think it is going to be clean.
Like, how do you continue this storyline if OG wins here? Like, it's over. They defeated them. OG wins, right? Like, you can't. It has to be. And
see, I just don't see how it continues even if OG loses. Like, you've just lost two pay-per-views in a row. Like, he's the tribal chief then.
It's got to be something where, like, if Paul Heyman turns here, then Roman continues to feel like everything, his whole world is crumbling, right?
Yeah.
And remember, there was also the thing where he tried to call the wise man and the number was disconnected and all of that. I think it's a setup, and I think we're going to see that here.
That's exciting. Do you think The Rock comes out?
Oh, that would be amazing, and it should happen.
Do you think? But see, that's who Paul could be with, is The Rock. I know The Rock doesn't need a mouthpiece, and Paul, but
The Rock is the epitome of a mouthpiece, Steven.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter what we're talking about.
This is one that I don't have good predictions for because there's so much that could happen, and it's why I'm so excited for this match.
I'm taking New Bloodline here.
I guess end of the day, me too.
The only way this continues to be fun 4 years on is for it to be shenanigans and obnoxious, and it is, and it's a good time. Like, they still have me sitting here thinking I'm not totally sure what's going to happen.
Yeah,
and good on them. So, can we just agree though that this is totally a Nation of Domination situation, where originally it was supposed to be a vehicle for Farouk, and then The Rock came in and stole the show, and it became about him. And Solo, it was originally supposed to be a vehicle for Solo, and Jacob Fatu is just the guy. Like,
he's just such a good wrestler. That's why. Like, he is.
And the character, Braun,
yes. I want a Bron versus Jacob Fatu match, so badly.
And when we had the stare down between Roman and Fatu, it felt like a big moment.
Yeah.
Also, when we had the stare down between Punk and Roman,
yeah,
that was fun. That's something that should have happened a year ago, but whatever.
No, I enjoyed Punk's and Drew, and I miss Drew, and I hope Drew comes back at some point.
Oh yeah, Punk Drew is the program rivalry of the year.
Yeah,
there's no reason to even tell the other nominees when they do the Slammies. There isn't. That's it.
You don't think Cody Roman's gonna win for the WrestleMania?
No. When it comes to rivalry of the year, it is Drew McIntyre and CM Punk. Otherwise, it is rigged and fake news.
It's gonna be rigged and fake news. So that's what I'm calling that now.
No, match of the year is gonna be Cody finishing his story. Telling you, I love where WWE storytelling is going right now, Steven.
Oh, that's the fifth match that's happening at Survivor Series. Tyler, it's Cody against...
No, it's not. That's already been confirmed for main event.
Main event, that's what it was. I knew there was... Okay, yeah. Oh my gosh, dude. Well, at least Cody's off a pay-per-view. That's a positive.
You really think he's not going to be there? They'll just have banners of his face in the background everywhere. I love the direction we're taking right now, though, where the heels have a lot of really good points to make.
Yes.
And I sit here listening to Kevin Owens and Cody Rhodes, and I keep wondering why Kevin Owens is the heel in this rivalry. Because he is not.
Because, Tyler, he used a banned move that could have killed someone.
Yeah, okay.
They mentioned
Jerry
it like
Lawler used that move
times.
all the time, and Jerry Lawler had a suck my foot match against Bret Hart. Now none of that means anything for this point. It's like making the Chewbacca defense on South Park, but it's still,
I just thought it was really funny that Kevin Owens and Randy Orton were in this like bad blood match at the pay-per-view. And like it ended so abruptly and sad. And then they come out and he does a power or the
pile driver. Yeah.
Pile driver, and that's what does it. And like you could have thrown him off something into like
yeah, but they didn't want him. They don't want Randy taking those kind of bumps right now.
Yeah, that's fair.
Like back in the day when they'd have you go off of the Titantron onto the stack of, and the sparks are flying everywhere and shit. That Randy Orton's not taking those kind of bumps.
In the Last Man Standing against Edge match.
Yeah, Randy could always go. Still can, just differently now. But anyway,
could also be LA Knight against Shinsuke Nakamura here.
Yeah, that's kind of where I'm leaning, and. Although I would like to see them find a way to get another women's match on there, but I'm with you. Like between this tournament that's leading towards main event and like this War Games match that's 10 wrestlers.
Yeah.
I don't know how you do that. So we'll see. But yeah, it would be interesting to see LA Knight and Shinsuke on the show. But okay, that is going to be it for us. Tell us what you think is going to happen at Survivor Series 2024. Reminder, we have a watch along live here on our YouTube channel, so come join us for that. We'll be live about 45 minutes prior to the first ring of the first bell with finalized predictions and looking forward to all the matches. And then we'll have the watch along throughout the pay-per-view /PLE/whatever. Let us know your predictions. And make sure you like the video, subscribe to the channel, all that good stuff. And we'll catch you next time. Thanks, everybody.
Bye-bye.